Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along, and thank you for joining me. Love your comments, love your questions. If I feel I need to read on it, I will read on questions that you have. Otherwise, I'll just do a little quick answer for you in the comments section. But what I want to have a look at using my Gilded Tarot Royale. Oh, happy Turkey Week for all my US viewers. I'm going to have a quick look at just a look at Qatar. I'm just curious to have a look at Qatar and how it's leveling itself up in the Middle East. Qatar came to attention when it won the rights to hold the World Cup, and as we heard afterwards, there was some money that changed hands to bring that about. It also came right into the spotlight in regards to human rights abuses. Apparently, 6,500 immigrant workers died during the building of the facilities for the World Cup, and the atrocious conditions that these workers were kept in for the building of the World Cup and during the process of the World Cup itself. So there was a real spotlight pointed on Qatar. Now, Qatar is led by an Emir, I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, who is Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. He is the head of state, the commander of the military, and it is a monarchy-based position. So it's an inherited position, not elected position. Okay, so recent news with Qatar is that the US has authorized the release of the Iranian seized money. So this is money that is Iranian money. It's not US giving Iran any of its own money that had been seized under sanctions, been released. I don't think it's actually taken effect as of yet due to the situation in Israel and Palestine, but has given Qatar the authority to oversee these monies to be used in Iran for humanitarian reasons. And also Qatar has been centre stage in regards to brokering this ceasefire between Hamas and Israel, with the US and other countries as well. And when I say ceasefire, I think it's 5 days or something like that. Now, strangely enough, while I was writing all these notes down and was writing about this brokering, the ceasefire, I clear as day I heard Lebanon. I have seen before that Lebanon will be in some way a key player in what's happening in Israel, Palestine at the moment. But I want to have a look at Qatar at the moment because I'm just not sure what's happening there. It just seems very convenient, is what I feel. So, I mean, I may be completely wrong. I'm happy to be completely wrong. Really, politics, for those who watch my Argentinian reading, please remind me who I predicted as coming out in front or the result, because I haven't looked at it yet. Elections are difficult for me because I have a progressive bias, needless to say. But I just want to have a look at the energies of Qatar. What is actually going on with Qatar? What energies are going on with Qatar? Okay, come on, let's have a look. Oh, puppy dog's still in the background there. Okay, justice, interesting. Finding balance, this is what I did feel, is that Qatar is trying to reinvent itself in its place in the world. It was always second fiddle to Saudi Arabia. I just feel it's trying to rebalance its place in the world, find its place in its world. So the actions are going to have consequences here. Okay, challenged by, circles of support, receiving support. I won't even say it's challenged by, just the second signifier card we have here is the rallying around of support. Okay, the energies behind the scenes. Okay. I'm actually not terribly upset about these cards at all because we've got the Page of Swords here. This is the spy in the camp, the whistleblower coming forward with the truth that they are really not happy about. And I think what this is the exposure of the human rights abuses in Qatar, where Qatar has then put up new boundaries and surrendered to. Now, tell me if you're in that neck of the woods. Tell me if I'm completely wrong, because I'm happy to be wrong. The boys give me the message, but sometimes the messenger isn't quite on track. But I feel here being the Nine of Wands, it's about setting up new boundaries, but also to me, this is surrendering to being in the spotlight, surrendering to the message, surrendering to the exposure of the human rights abuses. The King of Wands, bringing forth, this is a leader who is bringing forth a new plan, new ideas, new messaging that is going to be, I was going to say inspirational, but that's more the Queen. This is just bringing forward a new image, is what I'm getting there. The leader bringing forward a new image, and the Wheel of Fortune coming forward. So karma, destiny, fate, but the wheel is also turning. It's about reading the room, basically, and changing with time. So I do feel that, okay, I do feel that Qatar, it got caught out and then realised that it had to change. The karma hanging over it, skilled workers, money behind the money trails or the money coming in, skilled work to keep the money flowing is what I'm getting there. Since the exposure of the human rights abuses during the World Cup, Qatar has brought in a minimum wage. It has brought in more guidelines and restrictions in regards to its workforce. So skilled work here. Skilled work and burden of the end of a cycle of this burdensome messaging. Okay, I'm happy with this. World card, the outcome, end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. The sun, illumination, exposure. Knight of Wands, inflammatory, volatile messaging being brought forward here. And packing up the truth and moving forward. I'm really getting out of this that there has been genuine change in Qatar after it was exposed for the World Cup, or an attempt at genuine change. I think it's genuine change here. This is really interesting. Loss, disappointment, heartbreak, but two cups still standing. And I think what this is this is shedding of the old, and bringing in of the new, because the world eye is on them. They're being watched. Not everything is revealed here, but this is an emotional maturity card, a feminine emotional maturity and new partnerships and agreements and movement forward. Movement forward. Yeah, I'm really feeling anxiety. The anxiety brought about a collective awakening and a moment of judgment, the birth of something significantly new that will bring about a change. We then have the Emperor. I'm just looking at the major arcana in the coming forward. The Emperor stepping up and taking control. This is Sheikh Thani. Though there is this hidden agenda that will still bring heartbreak, loss and disappointment to some. The light has been shone on the snake in the path. It's been shone on the financial moral corruption. ethical corruption. Yeah, if I keep going through, they're very similar cards. Truth being brought forward for the sake of the families, an offer being made to bring about this new justice, this new energy in response to this stealing, lying, betrayal, this truth that was brought forward. We've got then temperance, bringing forth a more moderate approach. So, okay, wasn't exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking there was going to be a bit more dark there. So I'm pleased when the cards prove me wrong. And I just want to have a quick look with Qatar going forward. What is, using my intuitive cards, storytelling cards, what are they, 89 cards or something in here, 89 plus a how to use them. Let's have a look. Qatar going forward. Qatar going forward. Now, I'm not saying they're a moderate regime. I'm just feeling they got caught out with the exposure during the World Cup. So they've realised that the world's eyes are on them. We're on them. All social media's come up here. That the world's eyes were on them. So I'm getting that they are actually making a genuine effort to improve. This is interesting. But let me know what's going on behind the scenes if you're in that neck of the woods. Let's show. Show me Qatar going forward. Qatar going forward. Or Qatar, as I should probably pronounce it. We in Australia pronounce it with a soft Q, but I think they prefer it as Qatar. Show me Qatar going forward. As in soft Q, as in Qantas, as in, that sort of energies. Okay. Qatar going forward. Show me Qatar going forward. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, we've got taking a leap of faith here. Taking a leap of faith in creating their networks. Past justices was a crossroads moment for them, and it was huge. The past justice, and when I'm saying justice, I'm saying the human rights that were exposed, was a huge crossroads wake-up moment for them. The masculine energy is in. Okay. Oh, this is really interesting. So this masculine energy of dictatorship, my way or the highway, patriarchal, at the top is actually being changed. I'm going to say as being ousted because the families weren't happy with what was happening. Celebration minus the dollars, celebrating minus the money. Let's have a look. What I'm really getting is they're changing from it's all about the money to it's all about the people. This is interesting. Okay, on the world stage, the country, its strength, its poverty. Okay. On the world stage, the country's strength is going to be reducing poverty. It's going to take hard work and there is growth and transformation. And this is taking bravery from those that are involved. This is really about reducing the poverty. I'm feeling now, is Sheikh Thani or is the Emma? Is he married? I'm feeling there's a woman behind the scenes here that's really giving him advice. Cross social media, the divide of the wealthy and the people, freedom, swamp, overseas, greed. So by social media, it's bringing about division for the wealthy and fast coming about the freedom of the people. The swamp of the jet set is going to find itself under conflict. It's going to find it under karma. I'm going to say its destiny is to be destroyed. You then have the rebuilding with love and fullness and all that is good. All that is good. Again, let me know if you're in that part of the world. I'm just really feeling that Qatar had a real wake-up call when it was exposed with the World Cup, and it's going through a transition stage to, I won't say become a democracy, but to become more social minded. Does that make sense? Let me know if you're in that part of the world. I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, thanks for joining. Love to you all.